but we'll even it out. We'll level it out.
We'll see who's able to level each other out. Both players with 45. Veggie levels out Surreal. So I don't know. I'm taken aback right now. I was expecting a monster intro, and I'm not trying to put you on the spot either.
Yeah.
I was trying to find a way to play off of it as well, but let's let bygones be bygones at this point. We will move on forward.
Intros are not my strong suit, I guess, but I look good, and I have some decent play-by-play. So I'll take what I can get.
I've also heard from people that have worked with you in person that you smell very good as well. I think that
Really,
not
who
many
said
people.
that?
You know, just through the grapevine.
Yeah, I do smell. I do smell really good.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's
that
something.
makes me feel really good.
Yeah, it's something that you don't ever know about commentators until you work with them IRL, and you know, that's just one of the many hidden strengths of Keith.
Oh, that's very sweet of whoever said that. That's very nice of them. And we do sit very close, so I guess they have no choice but to smell me. So I'm happy I smelled good that day. Surreal. I'm gonna try to find a way into the B site. Mao's gonna attempt to deny any sort of push forward. Can he get the first he can? They do get a counter smoke out, which makes this push from Endpoint a little staggered, force him to go to the rail side. And the Glock's able to close the distance. Snacks will fall. The rotator's caught behind a smoke. Innocent has found something on the CT rail. And Reeds on the flank, I believe. This is getting really weird. How Mighty Max now is pinched with Thomas. They have to fight off 2 waves of CTs, and they're just getting overwhelmed, leaving Thomas alone as Innocent and Veggie. A little low on HP. Thomas can't plant comfortably. He's going to be pushing for the fight, and that's where Innocent is posted, holds, and gets the kill there, Maui.
Yeah, nice hold from Illuminar there, and a good attempt from Mighty Max and crew, but it just isn't enough. This is a little bit scary. If you're Endpoint here, you had really no momentum to speak of on Nuke, and it would have been really great to get that opening round on Vertigo here, given that it is your map pick, but they'll be shut down there. They won't actually upgrade into this round. They just have a few P250s, and I'm sure they would really love to just get a single kill here. Illuminar is getting a little bit aggressive, so maybe an opportunity will arise, but we'll have to wait as the smoke does block their path. Illuminar really interested in this fight. Nice shot from Innocent right there. Oh, another burst as well, taking down Mighty Max. I mean, these are anti-ecos, but these are some long-range shots that they are coming out on top with. And, oh, Dink comes out as well. Thomas takes down 1, looking for more, but swings around, and Snacks just rips his head off. Wow. I don't even think his crosser ever actually went over his head, but somehow, some way, he did find the headshot.
It's the Snacks way. Innocent showing you he's very proficient in the sprays. I don't even know if he saw Mighty Max, just felt like shooting. And the buyback obviously will come in from Endpoint here. Just AKs across the board, missing some mollies. A couple players without flashbang, so an all in here from Endpoint. Without a bomb plant in the first or the second, they still managed to get a buyout. So it's interesting. Maybe it's map dependent, or each team, when they elect to buy. A lot have been letting 3 maps slip by all the while. Thomas gets naded to death, I believe, towards A. And this smoke is going to bloom beautifully for Snacks to make this play. Mighty Max was looking for it. Robin catches him as he goes up. And now the mid is in control as Innocent's going to try to lock this down long range with this A1S. As he may come back for more. Crucial knows how big this kill is. He'll claim it, but they can't back out. It's just overwhelmed. As Robin brings in a 1v1. Down to 9 HP now, Maui. As Veggie, full HP, man. Gonna try to get here in a reasonable time, because Robin has a little bit of a moment to get into a decent post plan. It's probably gonna be a headshot angle, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it looks like he'll be moving towards the ramp. A good choice by Robin. Neither of these players having any utility means that, you know, Robin has a good chance to take this. Oh, he actually just picked up a Molotov. That might be huge, because Veggie has neither a smoke nor a defuse kit. So a tough angle for Veggie to actually clear. That Molotov should come out here. Robin just goes for the swing, and wow, I thought he might have played a little bit more of a waiting game there, but he just takes Veggie's head right off. A beautiful round from Robin. It's really what his team needed. A 4K on it, and I think that ended with at least a 1v2, so very good stuff from him. Actually, a 1v3, as a matter of fact, so very,
Yeah.
very nice stuff from him. And now Endpoint have secured a kind of an awkward buy into this round, but it might just be good enough. A few MAC-10s, a Galil, and only one helmet, though, on Illuminar.
Really cool how a lot of those kills from Robin there were like trade kills in towards the middle. So he's trading out his teammates, and all of a sudden just gets 2 and wins the clutch. So really cool round. And so yeah, we can see the buy from Illuminar. A little spread. Rinks is gonna take some damage. They're gonna fall back in towards short. That Molly is gonna make them pick up the pace as they're forced back towards big box. They may reaggress towards short. Always a opportune moment to do so. Innocent is gonna throw a flash. Maybe they'll go for a boost. It's getting spammed currently. Endpoint are kind of phasing out Illuminar and everything they want to do here, Maui. From short control to going for boosts. Endpoint's A ramp control, as mentioned pregame, it is really strong.
Yeah, the utility's looking good, and the shots are complementing those perfectly. Thomas taking off Veggie's head right there, and then this is going to be a pretty clean plant for Endpoint here. Should be a pretty clean post plant as well. There's only a smoke on the side of Illuminar, and it looks like Illuminar, they're not favoring their chances in this round. They will hightail it out of there, exiting through CT spawn, and just try to keep these guns into the next round. They don't like what they see, and I can't really blame them. There's no defuse kit, and just that singular smoke grenade wouldn't likely just not be enough. So very good stuff from Endpoint. As you were mentioning, it felt like they were really just doing everything they needed to in order to ensure that Illuminar had no opportunities, no good looks to find them as they come up that ramp. And Robin, the only player to take any damage, just took 29. I think that's just one bullet. After the bomb, though, of course, they will take a little bit more. But yeah, Illuminar, they just couldn't find anything in that round. Endpoint choking them out, just pushing on forward, just like a siege wagon moving up in medieval times. It just felt like everything was there to support it. And they were right there at the gates, lowering the drawbridge and making their way onto the Illuminar battlements perfectly.
Into the battlefield. And then into the back lines did Illuminar go to save those few weapons. An op carried over for snacks. Surprised I guess they're trying to playing for the buy next round if they lose this. Not even any utility bought up around these saved weapons, which I guess is the biggest surprise to me. Putting a lot of faith in the next rifle round instead of buying up around 3 rifles. Fair play. I guess they could have went either way and I wouldn't have been upset, so. I can just play for the next rifle, see if Snacks with his op can get a couple picks. The M4s can find some favorable fights. His Innocent's going to creep forward. Snack on these double boxes. Here goes Innocent, trying to find a fair fight, and there it is. The one against Mighty Max. Crucial's taking damage. They're going to keep fighting. They're going back for more. Innocent gets a second, getting it a third. Damage dealt. Snacks gets an op shot in, and just like that, the guns from Illuminar mop it up without a single piece of utility. Just heads up fights.
Yeah, just a dry swing from Illuminar there, and it works out wonderfully. I am so surprised that they kept going for more. I mean, after that first kill from Innocent, I thought maybe they were going to back off, but then he just keeps on fighting, and it works out for them. That's just not something that Endpoint is used to. You're used to seeing maybe a flash come out, maybe a staggered approach because of that one player just trying to be enabled. But the brute force approach from Illuminar just catches Endpoint completely off guard, and Riyadh with a brute force push down onto the ramp catches Mighty Max off. I mean, Illuminar, they're just sending bodies at this A ramp, and it's working out for them thus far. But will it be able to convert this round? Already, Crucial and Surreal, 2 of the veteran members on the Endpoint side, have taken so much space away at B already. It's going to be up to Snacks to try to stem the tide right now. He takes down Surreal, looking for more, but Crucial has a great angle, but that flash sets Snacks up beautifully, just playing off of his instincts, and a flash through the smoke as well is able to find a tag. Snacks looking for more, but he can't finish off the kill, and it allows Thomas and Robin a little bit of breathing room here, but the Molly is right there at their feet, and Robin, he has to just try to hold the line. He's unable to do so, and Illuminar are able to pick up another off of an insane push from Snacks right there.
Jeez, they finally put a punish him after he gets 2. He was looking so good. And Illuminar's B holds and the way they're rotating over with utility is that site is scary. I feel like Endpoint have found some comfort towards A ramp and have gotten a little complacent in how it's almost just a couple smokes, a couple flashbangs, and then gain control of the ramp. But B is anything but the sorts. As Endpoint, a quick eco here coming in through mid. Snacks may be in trouble. Gets his op out, drops the molly, separates the players, able to get two. The molly will keep everyone honest. The bomb is dropped, and the round will quickly follow. No damage dealt to the Illuminar boys at all. That CT cash stack, oh so important to build, and that's exactly what they're doing. And it seems like B's on lock. A is kind of like optional for Illuminar. Sometimes they go aggressive, other times they like hanging back. I bet it's difficult for Endpoint to really get a read of what they want to do in their defaults.
Yeah. With the latest changes on Vertigo, you know, usually this map is a little bit, just a little bit T-sided, and it doesn't feel like Endpoint can find anything, but that is a huge kill for Mighty Max here. It's been tough for Endpoint to find these opening frags. They're able to pick up one there with some great spam from Mighty Max. Thomas will be looking for more. Veggie just playing around that smoke right there. This is going to be such an important fight. If Thomas can take him out, it will be huge. He does, actually, and that's just too big of an advantage now for Endpoint. 4v2 situation. It will be up to Innocent and Snacks to try to bring this one back. They know where Innocent is at this point, and Endpoint can now definitely just converge to whichever bomb site they so choose. Looks like they will still commit towards A, which is interesting given that they know one of the players from Illuminar are here, but will it even matter? The manpower might just be too much for Illuminar to handle.
Well, now they own the site, and I wonder if Illuminar are just going to go for kills here, right? Maybe set themselves up in some good exit possibilities, because they do have a lot of cash, and any kill they find here on Endpoint would really hurt their buy next round, Maui. I'm kind of surprised I'm not seeing Snacks in this and kind of just group and immediately push in towards, like, Reno halls and try to just play a 1-2 punch and try to deal any damage they can at Endpoint. But I guess either way works for them. It's just more damage to deal to Endpoint here makes their next buy that much worse. But none will happen. They'll concede the third to Endpoint. Illuminars will concede their money is all there. They'll have a full buy with utility and everything. And the spray through the smoke works for Endpoint. They get a kill on A, get a kill on B. And they just do the keep it simple. Like Illuminar were on Nuke. Group and take A. Relatively easy.
Yeah, good stuff. Kind of an interesting default. Maybe Illuminar getting perhaps too aggressive at this point. I think Endpoint has realized that that is one of Illuminar's win conditions, just kind of creating some chaos early on in the round. And Endpoint, they're able to read that very well. Mighty Max is able to read the tempo of the game, and spamming through the smoke there was able to find his team not only an important opening kill, but pretty much their own win condition in the round themselves. So Thomas will be pressing on forward through the smoke. He's able to take down Riyadh, and yeah, Illuminar once again trying to fight this A ramp, but not able to come out on top. That nade as well takes down Veggie very low already. The flash is there to support Thomas, but Innocent is able to find the kill. Crucial will be peeking though from the Raptor, and he's able to find a couple as well. This should be the A bomb site free for the taking. Mao's actually just unable to find that kill as well. It's just Snacks in a 1v4, missing a huge opportunity right then and there, and he's pretty much just been choked out of this round. He's dancing around the smoke. Old school Snacks shenanigans, but at this point it's just a matter of self-preservation. He'll maybe find this kill on a Robin. Oh no, turns away at the worst time, and Crucial will be able to upgrade his AK to an op. I'm sure he is loving that.
Not too shabby. These kills from Crucial are huge. I guess op and or AK in Crucial's hands is very potent and deadly. Endpoint starting to find themselves these last couple rounds, Maui. And I don't even know if it's a big change from them just sticking to the game plan. Going to A ramp, out trading Illuminar. Illuminar throwing bodies at it, trying to take some different risks, playing a bit different, and getting shut down. We haven't seen Illuminar go for that mid push, that box halls control, that quick flank, or I guess slow flank. That hasn't come in yet. So Endpoint have halted that, maybe indirectly. But they're winning the A trades, which is honestly like half the battle on T side here.
Yeah, it's really important. And Illuminar, they're still able to afford a buy, but this is a pretty tough round for them here. They don't have all too much utility even left now in the round. Snacks will try to get his op involved towards A ramp. This just constant aggression from both teams. Snacks wants to take matters into his own hands regarding it, but oddly enough, Endpoint, they actually aren't going for the same kind of A ramp control. It's mid, which they so desire, and this boost to enable Robin might be able to find a kill, but it'll be Thomas perhaps who is first challenge here. He's stuck in the cubby, and with no utility to really work with, it will be very tough for him to try to find a way out. Good util though from everybody else, and somehow Thomas actually able to get a kill at that ramp position. It's a huge opening frag. It's not only I mean, it's really just the biggest weapon already taken down from Illuminar. There's no more utility for them to work with.
Yeah, Snacks will fall. Thomas will call the troops back. They'll fall off that mid hold and group now and try to come up towards A. Veggie's the only line of defense. Illuminar still have 2 players towards B, Maui. And unless Veggie can get a kill here, hamper the plant, it seems like Endpoint are gonna smoothly just settle into a post plant. And with no utility for the retake from Illuminar, we may just see them pack it in here. It's just been just a 1-kill endeavor from Endpoint. They kill Snacks, they waltz into A, and Illuminar have nothing going their way to get back in. The timing from Robin here is kind of unreal. He's just gonna walk in, perhaps get a free kill on Mouse, and it looks like it's gonna be the case here. And that is just Endpoint. That is the most simplistic round, but it works out beautifully because Illuminar just had no utility counter. They baited utility in their default, and once they got Snacks seeming at the right time, they just waltzed on in.
Yeah, good stuff from Thomas. Feels like Endpoint, they were caught off guard in the beginning of this game with the constant aggression from Illuminar towards ramp, but now it's coming back to bite Illuminar here. Thomas, Mighty Max, both players who have reaped the rewards of a maybe overly aggressive approach from Illuminar side. Riats is able to save an A1S into this round, but what will it be able to accomplish? Vertigo, probably a one of the more difficult maps to incorporate just a hero rifle, especially on the CT side. Probably just going to have to send it towards A, but that's an opening pick towards B already for Crucial. And, you know, given how Endpoint has been playing this game, I feel like they might just back it up, just work towards B, and be willing to give up this A position. And I think that's exactly what they're going to do, actually. Endpoint, they're just keeping it so simple, and it's working out so well for them.
A map that typically favors like CT rotates, and the fact that you can run your rotates, where Ts have to be cautious how they rotate because there's just sound cues across the entirety of underneath for the CTs. It seems like Endpoint are just out-rotating Illuminar right now. Granted, it is a map around right now with just some pistols, the one M4, so even if they did rotate, they wouldn't really have much of a punch. But look for that going forward. It seems like Endpoint are just putting a pressure one side, the solo player gets a kill, they group and take that site. And again, not worried about giving up too many sound cues or Endpoint. They're simply just getting the kill and running that site. Illuminar, their rotate's a little off kelter right now, a little off pace, and I imagine that's going to get fixed up once they get an op back out in Sax's hands. Maybe he'll solo B, or I'm assuming we're going to see a bit of a change from Illuminar. I hope they go back to that mid and Renault Halls push, because I was a big fan of that yesterday.
Yeah, Illuminar do have to some way somehow change their approach. Wouldn't mind if they go with that. Finally, Illuminar will have full utility on a gun round here. We'll see if that's able to stop the seemingly simplistic executes from Endpoint. It's always just felt like they found an opening pick, then they just do some kind of exec onto a bomb site. This time around, though, Illuminar will have a few nades to counter. So how will they try to stop this? A slightly slower approach from the Polish side. They aren't going to be contesting A ramp with as much gusto that they have past, but a nice nade actually takes Thomas down to 47. They have to be happy about that, but that is not something that Illuminar can really play off of just yet. They don't know if that nade, in fact, connected as hard as it has. But this is already looking pretty good for Illuminar. Some damage being inflicted, some still quite a few nades for them to work with. And Veggie, he wants to get aggressive though, and he will lose his life for it. And what was looking like a much slower round is now speeding up though. Thomas and Innocent both go 1 for 1. And Innocent, he wants to press on forward. A dry swing might not be advisable, given that Mighty Max has found a little bit of form here. Takes his head right off. Riots and Snacks are still here on this A bomb site, but how will they be able to hold?
Can they hold it? That's a good question. They're out of utility. Surreal just wins the head-on-head fight. Snacks is on site. The smoke is behind him, so he giving himself a fair chance here. He hears him tap the bomb. Oh, what is that from? How does he hit that shot through the smoke? A flash from Snacks. He's doing Snacks things. He gets 2. Can he get a 3rd? No, Mighty Max will cover. That was almost absurd from Snacks. I mean, it still was, but it could have been more. As it puts Mouse in a winnable situation. The 1v2 wins the first fight, knows exactly where Mighty Max is, going up and electing to come back down as Mighty Max is tucked in the sandbag position, waiting to hear the bomb get tapped. Perhaps Mouse grabs the op. We'll do the old tap and post. As Mighty Max is just playing games, the kid has been picked up. Mouse is going to go up. Can he find the headshot through the sandbag? That would be filthy. A tap on the bomb. Back to the AK. He is panicking, and Mighty Max is not. He'll win the round in what was a hectic fashion.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be some kind of Snacks highlight right there, and then he was posting up just, I mean, he was making that look so good, actually. In all of the chaos, Snacks is just one of those players that can make something out of absolutely nothing. It's something that VP maybe had to rely on a little bit too much on their last legs, but at the end of the day, Endpoint is able to close it out. It was just too tall of an order for him, and a good victory from Endpoint. They're finding a lot of momentum now in this half. Illuminar had a very nice start into this one, but Endpoint has come back in, I wanted to say clean fashion, but I mean, some of these rounds have been a little bit scrappy, that last one in particular. But Snacks going for the hero op, going to be offsetting the buy with the rest of his team here, and maybe he can create a little bit of magic with it.
He's feeling it. Yesterday, he went for a couple of hero ops. Didn't find success, I believe, in either of those instances. So he's been hitting some clean shots today. He must be feeling it to go for it here. Where is he? He's number 3 on the mini-map. So he's getting a good call to rotate over to B. It seems like all of Luminar are. They're just hard rotating on this. They will be met with a wall of smokes, I'd imagine, from Endpoint. They do the left and right side generators. So if Snacks can get in front of these smokes, put this op in a very frag-heavy position. There he is. That is the move. He just needs to avoid being flashed off, not get sprayed down. He needs to give himself a fair chance, and these nades are just so hampering. He is so blind. There's the shot from Snacks. The deagle from Mouse is getting involved. Snacks is getting body blocked and forced in the open. Mouse is being a bully, not letting Snacks take cover. He'll have to flee and back on up as the bomb is in an awkward spot. Here comes a beat from Snacks, and Crucial takes his head clean off as Endpoint can grab this bomb and retreat or press forward. Another molly and another kill from Crucial. 2 on the round for him. The flash comes over, and they are so blind as Innocent may get 2, but it's all for naught. Those deagle shots were crispy. The round was close, but Endpoint get another.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage, but a heavy investment on the side of Illuminar. Now Snacks won't have an op for the actual... Oh, wait, no. Innocent was able to pick one up, I think, off of the back of a lot of those deagle kills, perhaps. But still, there was a lot of money in the bank for Endpoint. They lost... Or they won it with only a single player alive, but they still had so much to work with. And it's going to be difficult here for Illuminar here because they don't really have that much utility, but they do have this consistent aggression. It comes out huge for them as Veggie's able to pick up a couple of frags for himself. Mighty Max is aware of Veggie's position, but he isn't able to clear him out. That smoke, it will stop him from finding the trade frag. Veggie just pressing on forward. Mighty Max somehow finding a 3K with that spray, actually brings it back to a 1v2. Will the IGL for Endpoint somehow sneak around? He looks like he's already being flanked, but Snacks, he's actually stopped. He stopped his flank at this point, And that decoy grenade, it might bait Snacks forward. I'm not sure if he's aware of it. I think he is, in fact, so he won't press on forward just yet. Mighty Max, he's using his utility so well to take safe space away from Illuminar. Is there a chance for him here? The Omp from Mouse will peek on over the smoke, but Mighty Max, this util is just so good. It gives him an angle to plant the bomb. Mouse just barely missing those shots. And Mighty Max, he's starting to realize that there may be something up with this, but Mouse is able to take him out on top. Very nice attempt from Mighty Max. An incredible spray to thin the numbers of Illuminar, but it's not going to result in anything but a bomb plant. But that's still a nice little victory for him, because now the money for Illuminar going into this 15th round, it's not too pretty, actually. There will be a couple of drops, but I think they will be lacking just a little bit of utility, so maybe a nade here or there will be gone because of that spray.
That was such an insane round. Like, look at this from Mighty Max to control that. And what's crazy is a lot of times you'll see players like pull down and get the second player, because like typically the second player is like below them, but he pulled up with his spray, then pulled down. It wasn't no left to right. It was an up. It was a left, up, down spray. That's just so crazy for Mighty Max. Good control on that AK. But I think the flank from Snacks might have been enough if it would have come in. As we see Crucial going for what would have been an important pick towards B, but it won't bear any fruit. The tree will be empty. The apple tree will be appleless this year round, as Mighty Max again with his AK gets traded out. I don't even know if those players saw each other. There's blind spraying, the push into lift room. And it is going to favor Endpoint. Although Thomas is on 2 HP, it's still a body. It's a player can shoot a gun, and they're going to run it up to A. They know they have good timing here on the Illuminar players. As Snacks is going back to his flank. This is almost like a replay of the 2v1. With Mouse on site and Snacks flank. Mouse is trying to buy time, looking for a pick. Snacks may miss his chance. He lets him know he's here now. They're both looking for him. Does pick one out of the air. And Thomas is still here with 2 HP, but he's effective. He gets the kill on the site. And Snacks will switch to the M4. Look for another fight. He's being very loud about this. Endpoint can just run through A to B. Instead, they're just going to plant, try to hold him off, and here he comes. And they are just going to flee. I respect this. There should be no way they can give Snacks a fair fight here, Maui.
No, but he at least has a smoke and a Molotov here. This could actually do a lot, depending how he uses them. We'll see his level of comfort with these nades coming from the ramp position. Thomas, I think he heard the scope now, so that actually might allow Snacks to bust out the Molotov. That, thankfully, for Endpoint, does not take Thomas out, but now he's able to smoke the bomb as well, and he has a kit, but Thomas finds the shot right through the smoke. Endpoint win the half 9-6. Great adjustment from them. They recognize that the win condition for Illuminar was basically this relentless just A ramp aggression. It only worked out for Illuminar one more time after that 5-2 start for them, and it was kind of a just haphazard approach on the side of Illuminar. Endpoint on their map pick are showing a good level of resilience here, and we'll see if they're able to continue that into the second half.
And I guess the question is 6 enough on a CT side? I think I agree with you when you said a while back that it is a bit of a T-sided map, probably 60-40, nothing too crazy. But I feel like 9-6 is probably going to become the standard scoreline for TV CT side. But we know Endpoint's CT side is really good. They have a strong understanding of ramp aggression. They're not afraid to just out-rotate you. They're not timid in the slightest. We'll see Thomas fight towards short, the position he's in all the time. His nade might not bear any damage, but his dualies are ready to go. Mouse will lead the charge, tapping away as Reeks is here. As he's going to be spraying at Thomas, the dualies find nothing. And a kill through the smoke from Reeks. That's a little filthy. As he gets 2 on the entries. It's Surreal and Robin are trying to retake. Yes, they have a kit. Yeah, there's a smoke. And Stack picks up the dualies and immediately wants to get something going with it. That's so funny that Stacks goes for that. Only in a 5v2 would he attempt that, as it leaves Surreal. Yes, he's crept out. 4 players to find. Make it 3 now, 1 including the flank. And he's going to try to isolate some fair fights here. About to get double peeked from the ramp players. The flank players aren't giving him anything. And the round is probably going to follow here in a moment. And there it is. So, big pistol from Illuminar. This is going to close the gap really quick.
Yeah, good kills from Surreal in that attempt to try to bring it back. But isn't able to actually pull off the victory there. He's had a quiet game thus far, actually. 7 frags and 3 of those in the previous round. But those kills will actually enable him to purchase up an MP9 here. We'll see what he's able to do with that as Illuminar go for a pretty slow and standard default. They actually aren't even contesting the old forklift room. There's no forklift there anymore, but it's kind of a notoriously annoying just object at the bottom of that ramp. Just gave the T's such a big advantage in the default. Nice nade though from Robin. Does some decent damage to Innocent right there. And Endpoint, I feel like they might have a few tricks up their sleeve in this round. They have a couple of nades still. Interesting wall of smokes from Illuminar there at middle. That is not something you see every day to try to deny the CT's information. Surreal, though, will be jiggling with this Molotov in hand. He also has that MP9, let's not forget. He spots one player out, but he's not quick enough, and Reitz is able to take him down. That's actually a lot of utility and firepower gone on the side of Endpoint, and it might give a free path to Illuminar onto this B site.
Robin with a deagle. Crucial's here, and not a chance to fire his deagle. Crucial gets the chance, but only tags up Mouse to 8 HP. Will not be able to finish the kill. Mighty Mac's about to get caught off. That's a bit of a deep off angle with that, Mac 10. And now just one round closing this gap between these two teams. And interestingly enough, it is going to come on a situation where Endpoint have to save. So Illuminar, Mac 10s can make them some cash. They'll tie us up at 9s, Maui. And that's the power of the second pistol round. I always, like, this is just how I think about first halves, especially with the current economy system. They matter less unless they're a blowout. So just like this, the first half is just negated.
Yeah, it's the comeback potential is so strong. So I see your point there. The push from Endpoint isn't going to seemingly find anything. I think we might have missed this in the halftime, but by the way, if you guys are new to the stream, make sure to in chat type !giveaway. Skin Baron is putting on a great little giveaway on the Esports Bible Twitter, which is the Twitter of the Home Sweet Home tournament. And Mighty Max is able to find a couple kills, but you may be able to find a couple of skins from that giveaway. There's a Damascus Steel bayonet, factory new, which is a very nice knife that you may be able to get if you are able to win that giveaway. So be sure to check it out. There's also an M4A1S Player 2, also factory new. Of course, Skin Baron would give nothing less, it seems like. They are on top of it with their skins. And there's also a couple of, I think, 10 euro giveaways as well. So be sure to enter that. And be sure to check out the Esports Bible on Twitter so that you guys can enter this giveaway. The Skin Baron was so generous to offer these up. Let's get that interaction up, though.
Here we go. Rifles aplenty. And Crucial catches Veggie sleeping, a little napping. Peeks around the corner, attempting to throw a molly towards short, and not expecting the upper curve should be peeking that. I said Endpoint know their ramp aggression. They're not afraid of it. And same goes for Crucial with that op. He is just ferocious. With a capital F. And I hope, yeah. Capital F ferocious.
Yeah.
Snacks looking for a pick in mid here. Perhaps we'll find a Thomas, the jiggle. Just showing him the elbow. No shot for Snacks, not a chance. He'll get out a little bit of utility, but Serial and Robin have B essentially unlocked. It's going to be so hard from Illuminar to break unless they have some good flashes.
Ooh, nice Molotov actually to clear off that angle, but will it be enough? Innocent is flanking right now. This might actually be the pressure that Illuminar need. Robin's able to take down Innocent though, but this smoke at Robin's feet right now might just be enough. Mighty Max on a quick flank. I'm not sure if anyone from Illuminar heard him here. Snacks may find a new angle to post from. Mighty Max though, he heard the scope right there, and so he knows that his days of pushing should come to a halt, lest he decide to just throw his life away. And at this point, Illuminar, they know that they just have to really save here. 20 seconds remaining. Snacks, he's posted on this angle. Mighty Max has gained so much ground. likely will try to find a kill after the time, but with Snacks watching the angle, it will be very difficult for him to find anything here. But it would be massive if he actually is able to accomplish a couple of these frags, just making sure that they don't receive that loss bonus and don't keep these guns into the next round. But I think Illuminar have set up into a nice T-spawn defense, not something you usually say.
Whew, okay. Concede the round, not feeling it. And I feel like that flank would have worked, you're right, if that smoke from Endpoint didn't come at such a great time towards those B stairs. So, icing them out, locking them out or Endpoint. Crucial's ops online now. And will we see the op duel? Typically, the op only wants to be able to fight against rifles at range, but perhaps Snacks will eventually go meet Crucial head on head. Post up on the corner, wait for the peek, but this nade damage from Endpoint is just relentless. Not even fair. Mouse is down to 32 before he peaks. Snacks takes damage. This B site hold from Endpoint it's just so aggressive and in your face, but it's backed up with utility, and you can just see how deadly that is.
Yeah, that is going to dissuade Illuminar tremendously from attempting to get towards B. Interesting Molotov there. I'm not quite sure where that
I think
went.
it missed.
Yeah, I think that missed. I think that's where it went. So the utility is going to have to be a little bit better for Illuminar as they try to take this A ramp control. Thomas on a nice boost right here. I think Reitz may be aware of this slightly. That molly won't actually force Thomas off the angle, but Reitz, he's pushing on forward, and I think he's ready to hard clear this as a matter of fact, but Illuminar not actually going to press on forward. I think that they are more interested in a B take, despite using this utility early on. I think they're just going to have to try to book it at this point. Smoke comes out from Innocent. He's making noise towards the A ramp, so Endpoint can't rotate off just yet. Surreal playing a tough angle, and that's a very well-timed Molotov. That does so much damage already. There's a player in the red coming up, but Mouse is still somehow able to find the kill with 1 HP. Robin is on the bomb site now alone, but he's able to pick up the kill on a Snacks. But there's so many of these players that are at least damaged. If he finds any headshots, it should be good. He does take out Reitz with 1. Crucial looking for more. Innocent taken down, and Mouse, the lone player with just a single point of health, is taken down by a rushing Crucial. Crucial knew that he had that opportunity, given that I don't think there was enough time for Mouse to even fake it at that point. So very nice stuff from Endpoint, start to finish in that round.
Seemed like that boost just gave them so much information for free. Even with the sound cues, there's no one pushing up in towards the right side into scaffolding. There's no one walking up the ramp. You can see all the way to sandbag jump up. So a ton of information gained from that. Now, one good side from Illuminar is the fact that they have enough money to get the guns out, the ops back, lacking some utility, but hoping to win these fights towards A ramp this time around, because it has been just the lockout show from Endpoint and allowing Illuminar to work. Locked him out of the building. Sax is hopeful that he can find an op pick in mid. Endpoint switching it up though, from the boost and info play to a bit more of a passive look. And 2 players on B is unconventional from Endpoint. A lot of times, like Complexity, you see just Oboe there, and then you'll see Config rotate there from mid when he needs help in the mid round. But committing 2 players pretty steadily is Endpoint. And I wonder when Illuminar are going to pick up on this and just like settle into those typical A executes.
Yeah, that is a good counter to the 2-1-2 setup here. Endpoint with just Mighty Max and Crucial on this A bomb site will have to do quite a bit. Thomas is here and ready to help out as well. Mighty Max just posted in the smoke right now. That smoke is fading, and he's somehow able to find one. Crucial getting a kill on his own, looking for more. He's able to take down Veggie. It's Snacks and Mouse remaining, and Mouse, he's able to take down Thomas. But it still is such a tough approach. They have a smoke still to try to push Crucial maybe off of this angle. A miss Molotov, though, won't actually help them out whatsoever. Surreal is able to take down Mouse. It's just Snacks in the 1v2. He's able to take down Robin, bringing it to this position. But with 15 seconds remaining, he's going to have to commit to this bomb plant rather shortly. He knows that Surreal is going to be peeking out, but he's not able to find the shot. Good crosshair placement from Snacks, but he's just not able to scope and shoot in time.
That seems to be the story for Snacks all game, right? Like, he's had good reads. He knows what's going on. He just can't pull the trigger in time in a lot of these situations. As 12 rounds will come in for Endpoint. A hero AK is going to make an appearance on Mouse, who had enough cash to do so. But for his teammates, just pistols, and it's the run boost from Mouse. Did Surreal already spot this? Does he know? He does. He spots it, throws the nade, but loses the fight. Now Mouse can enter into the site. Teammates aplenty to back him up now, as they're going to try to get in here with the Glocks and P250s. The AK is gone. Robin looks to shut this down with the help of his teammate. Reed's Glock may get a kill, but Robin is not missing. The spray is on point, and it's Snacks alone. Crucial will come clean this up. Or not. The op is in Snacks' hands now, and Robin just the casual 4K for him.
Yeah, good clean stuff from him, but kind of a messy round, all things considered. Endpoint taking a lot of casualties, and that actually sets up Illuminar nicely. Very nice spray. That was very nice. But this actually primes Illuminar for a comeback here. If they are able to take this round, Endpoint, they don't have much of a loss bonus. I don't think they have actually any. So the money will be pretty bad on Thomas and Robin moving forward. Early duel towards the bottom of B right there. Surreal just barely coming out ahead, 9 HP ahead actually, but that does accomplish a lot of information. Mighty Max very close. I think he may have spotted Veggie just through a crack there at the sandbags, but it's going to actually be Crucial that finds the kill. Thomas jiggling towards middle is able to get his team some information, and he throws a nice counter flash there to conceal his new peak. It looks like he'll be pressing from CT, and he had a great opportunity to find a kill, but he misses the spray. Robin has to come up big again, and he's not able to connect. So much damage being inflicted from the side of Endpoint, but it's Crucial to actually pick up a kill there. Reetz getting on top of that little position at CT. Now it's Snacks holding this flank, and Mighty Max, I feel like I've seen him die there before, and once again he falls. Surreal has to try to bring this back. He takes down Reetz, and this is actually a very doable 1v2.
Very much so. Now, Snacks is throwing a bit of a fake with sound cues and utility. And he's just going to go back to be a very winnable clutch from Surreal. But this has been the round of the M4 whiffs. Both players just inflicting damage, unable to clean up the kills. And Surreal, I'm curious to see if he goes for this, right? Because if he saves, he can drop Thomas and or Robin, and they might be able to squeak a buyout. I'm not 100% sold on the idea, but honestly, it is doable because Crucial can go for that glass cannon op, and he's been really good with that op. So I'd imagine that might be just the play, Maui. Do you see them buying if Surreal saves here? It is going to be 13-10, but it might be worth the risk.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I think they will invest because they know that Thomas and Robin probably are on a double save anyways after this. And because of that saved op, especially with that op, I think they should, at this point, probably force around it. Surreal will drop that to Crucial. Crucial will drop an M4. I would love to see Endpoint call for a timeout here so that they can, you know, hash things out a little bit. But they will buy... okay, all right. So not actually the worst buy. I thought it was going to look just a little worse than that, but actually Mighty Max busting out the MP9. I think he dropped Thomas, the rifle, giving his star player all the tools he needs. We'll see if he's able to come up big because of that.
Wow, the first Thomas in the attempted trade, and it's back and forth. The dance will continue. Oh, Mighty Max tries to escape. He puts down his smoke. He thought he closed the door on that chance and thought he could slip on out, but no. Innocent's gonna try to cut rotates. Little does he know, they're already all in. Robin and Surreal comfortable towards this A site already. And Snacks just wants a pick. He wants to feel very comfortable before they go for this plant. Again, just buying time for Innocent to go ahead and make this play. Allow him to push up. Can he clear mid? Oh, and he gets caught looking. That is just free for Surreal. Now Snacks has to make a play. Pressure's on him to find the pick. And I feel like Illuminar's own pace has hampered them this round. Good thing Snacks comes in with a huge kill. And it's Surreal again with a clutch. This time, it'll determine if this game's going to become really close to tied, or if he can keep them at bay. And no, Snacks. 2 kills with the op there, Maui.
Yeah, just that was such a nice start in the round for Illuminar. It was a little interesting how they decided that they wanted to convert it. Not usually just the simple approach that we would see from them, just kind of grouping up and hitting a bomb site together. They wanted that mid flank to come into play. It did not, and things did get a little bit hairy, but Snacks able to close it out for his team. Very aggressive mid play coming out. That's a beautiful nade from Innocent. Does a lot of good damage, but also a great flash from Mighty Max is able to help out his team. And there's no way they are going to expect Mausen T-spawn of all places there. And so he's able to pick up a kill as well. And it looks like Illuminar will be putting themselves on 12 here. Crucial with just 3 bullets. I mean, it'd be pretty nice to keep this AK into the upcoming round, but it's going to be a little bit difficult.
He's hopeful. He really is. I know it clears him. I feel like Luminar can afford to lose one gun to take this out of Crucial's hands, but in the same token, they're trying to build their own economy so they don't have to worry about losing too many players in next rifle round, right? At the same time, Endpoint are going to have a bye next round, so it's almost irrelevant if Crucial saves his gun. It would matter in the fact that you can give it to Thomas. With the loss bonus, he may have enough for an op. I'm trying to do the math on the top of my head.
I think he just does for glass cannon. Yeah.
Dead on, yeah. So he may just go glass cannon because he already has a smoke, throw the AK over to a teammate. And I bet he's considering it because he's been really good at getting first picks. And no, he is just going to drop an M4 and go to the AK utility. So just the rifles from Endpoint, which is, honestly, I'm going to say surprising. It is up to Crucial, but he's been very successful at op at first picks.
Yeah, he has looked pretty good with it, so I agree that it's a little bit puzzling, but, you know, can't really blame the guy. He's been doing pretty well, all things considered. Thomas, though, taking a lot of damage early on from that Molotov. He'll be forced back off the angle. The spam is coming out, and this is a dangerous game to play if you're Thomas. With 44 HP, it's so easy for those AKs to just find something there. Surreal trying to take down Mouse. This is some good information gain, though, from Endpoint. Robin could decide to press on forward, and I think at this point, this will allow a rotation from Endpoint to come out. They don't really need both of these players to stay at B. And Snacks just dry clearing mid. You'd love to see it. Just the prowess that Snacks wields when he has this op and how comfortable he is to just take these duels head on. It actually disguises the movements of Illuminar so well that they have gained so much ground towards mid at this point. This may catch Crucial off guard. If Innocent peeks from the left right now, this might just do him in. I think it may. Crucial, though, he's just dancing between both of the angles now. He has to decide shortly which one to choose. Innocent at any moment may just take him out. Man, I'm on the edge of my seat right now. I'm not sure what's going to happen here, but Robin will pick up this angle to help Crucial out. This is actually huge, and it may be the win condition Endpoint needed in this round. Robin's able to take him down. He wants to strafe on forward, looking for more. Mouse is lit up already from the damage Surreal did, and he's able to pick up a nice double kill. But Surreal, the lone B player, is taken down. Snacks tries to get aggressive. That's the bomb down actually at construction, though. So it's just Veggie and Reets on the site. They have 6 seconds to work with, and Crucial, after this time expires, I expect him to just fly on forward. But I think they are in a safe enough position that they won't lose their lives.
Is it odd to you that Innocent doesn't even check CT? I know he was kind of holding the deep CT, but you almost have to assume that if there's a second B player, he's going to be around construction, right? He's going to be around this angle, and Innocent just full ignores it, considering Snacks was holding Z, right? Snacks was holding out with an op. Just a little surprising to me that gets overlooked. At least Illuminar get a full buy. They can try to keep Endpoint off of 15, but Endpoint will take that. They will not complain. They win that round purely based on their aim duels 1 and catching off the bomb. Illuminar a little more hopeful this round, picking up the pace in towards a ramp. Mouse again on his solo B hole, his solo prodding. But Crucial has an op, and that may be the game changer. That may be what sets them apart here.
Oh, op v op duel, and neither player comes out on top. That was so close. And that Molotov is actually great from Crucial. It does a lot of damage to Snacks and still secures this position. Surreal, though, already on a huge flank right now. He'll actually just decide to clear out mid, but this is still going to offer his team a lot of information. It should allow Endpoint to set up all 4 of their remaining players at this A site. The exec comes out, though, from Illuminar, and the push through the smoke may have to begin. Reach is able to find one. Mighty Max does get the trade, but that bomb has actually been planted, and that Molotov ticks Mouse down considerably, and it allows Mighty Max to find the kill. 3v4 situation. Snack's going to still be holding this back haul. Mighty Max will Molotov him off. That is such good utility from him. And a molly towards ramp as well. It makes this so hard for Veggie. He's just going to be burned to a crisp. Innocent playing on that back Raptor, and it's not going to accomplish much of anything. It's just Snacks. And the bomb has already been defused, so it's going to just be a hero op. Illuminar facing 3 map points. Very good retake from Endpoint there.
How does Mighty Max live for as long as he did there, Maui? Molly's behind him, guns in front of him, players spamming the smoke. He spins on the player on short. He just made it look so easy. Snacks going for an aggressive pick, the 1-2 punch, and that's how you open up the B site. We should see Illuminar now explode into this site. And it may just be an instant save call from Endpoint, because these rounds have been somewhat close. Last round, maybe not. But they had to rebuy quite a bit of utility. It cost a decent amount of money. So they're going to try to save. I don't think we'll see too much of a hunt from Illuminar. Crucial will save the op. But that's a bit different from Illuminar. We haven't really seen the willingness to take that fight against those B players.
No, usually the utility from Endpoint is just too good at that B main area that, you know, Illuminar can't even really justify it. They're sometimes running through a molly or a smoke, but this time around, Endpoint, they don't. I'm not sure if they didn't throw the same utility or if it or if Illuminar just pushed on through it. I didn't quite catch that, but regardless, that kind of play does catch Endpoint off guard, and it couldn't have come in at a better time for Illuminar. Thomas playing one of the most overpowered angles in the game there, almost as powerful as just playing Mustang on Nuke. It's just so hard to clear that out. You'll always see them first if you're the player that's on top. And some good kills on the side of Endpoint keep their guns intact. Couple drops come out, and it looks like a technical pause here on round 29.
Whew. And as quickly as it's called, it is broken. What would you like to see, Maui, from Endpoint? Do they keep doing same old? Is Illuminar going to keep taking the fights to them? I'm unsure. I think Endpoint are doing okay. It's just Illuminar getting a couple favorable duels.
Yeah, I think as long as they use that early utility towards B, I think they'll be fine. They just need to make sure that Illuminar don't win the round in the first 30 seconds. And I think Crucial, he's going to be the one challenged. Flashed off the angle, but Snacks isn't able to find the kill, and I think that's already one of the big win conditions for Endpoint. When the round goes longer than 45 seconds, they've come out on top more times than not.
Okay, let's see how this goes. A mid clash is about to come out. Or are they going to flash this off? Crucial just not expecting the wide swing. Snacks was trying to post up on him. Crucial will leg him through the wall. Now he'll back up. Snacks probably a little upset in that trade. He was unable to connect. As they will fight for mid control. Phase Crucial back. And if they prod B right now, I mean, what's the defense going to be there? It's going to be Robin and a very push forward Surreal. So there was a chance. But Endpoint are back to this boost. And I believe at one point Reach was going to hard clear this boost. Never ended up really spotting it. I wonder if it'll get cleared, because it is so strong if they creep all the way up to ramp without looking up. You can just get one and fall off. Benji was considering it, and Mouse is going to clear it. Thomas gone. Now Mighty Max is in the same spot as he was before, having to get in the smoke to try to live. Can he escape? Here comes Crucial. Missed shot. Reach capitalizes. Mighty Max is in a smoke. He can win them or lose them this round. Can he deny the plant? He's going to look to his right. His knife is out. He's slashing. The bomb goes down. He doesn't kill him. And they still don't know. And he'll finally go down. What is going on? Surreal and Robin have packed their bags. They're on the train. What was that?
Yeah, my jaw dropped there. That was so weird from Mighty Max. I thought he was going to kill the planner. It was under 20 seconds left. And he goes for the knife play? That's so odd to me. and Illuminar will be able to pick up a 14th because of it. Mighty Max will still have a bye along with Thomas here, but that is still just so strange to me. I can't believe he doesn't just try to shoot the player through the smoke. If he would have found that kill, it would have been massive. It would have caused so much chaos. It would have created an in on the round for Endpoint. But now Illuminar, they're looking to send this to OT. And they're in a great position to do so. They have full weaponry, they have full utility, and on the other end of it, Endpoint, they're working with an MP9, and most of these players don't have more than just a couple nades, so this is going to be a difficult one for them. Fast B approach is coming out, and this is exactly what you hate to see if you're Endpoint. Veggie picking off Surreal immediately. Robin still has a lot of nades to defend this bomb site with, and he's looking to try to get that M4. He does, in fact, retrieve it, so that's a nice little pickup from him, but it's an even bigger kill for Illuminar.
Oh, starting to smell like OT. Mighty Max doesn't like the smell of that. Gonna try to shut down Innocent as he pushes through, but he gets capped. Now Thomas on site has to win this 1v2 in short for this round to go their way. He'll fall, and Crucial and Robin in a retake. Yes, they have nades. Yacht from Crucial has been great, but against 5, that seems like a daunting task. Mouse plants the bomb through the fire. He's not afraid of a little bit of damage. He ain't afraid of no ghosts. As Crucial and Robin, attempt this, wait out the smokes. A couple players are a little weak from nades, but it's gonna take a big op peek from Crucial. An opener to crack this, because let's be honest, time is becoming of the essence. Crucial will fall. Robin's gonna try now. Illuminar have turned it up in the last few rounds here to force OT. Robin doesn't stand a chance, Maui. We're going to OT.
Yeah, nice little comeback from Illuminar here. Robin knows the round's over, just going to try to preserve a little bit of KD there at the end of it all. And yeah, very impressive stuff. Illuminar, I feel like they too have found out what their win conditions in this game are. I'm very surprised that they were able to take A so late, but that hard clear from Maus onto Thomas at that boost that you were mentioning just proved so vital and instrumental in their take of that A bomb site. Good stuff from them. And they send us to OT. I'm not sure if all of the success we've seen from them is going to be replicable. A lot of it off the back of just some dry peaks towards B. I think at this point, Endpoint have to shape up a little bit on that side of the map. They usually have 2 players there. I mean, Surreal and Robin are there every single round, so you would think that they would at least be able to trade off of that. But Surreal getting caught off guard in that last round, he's just not having a characteristic performance on the bottom of the scoreboard, 13 and 21. That's rarely a place that I see him.
That's a good point. And I'm curious to see Veggie a little quiet on Vertigo. It's been the Mouse and Innocent show. Snacks has had his moments. All in all, it seems like everyone's pulling their weight when they need to. And I wonder if this 2-1-2 setup from Endpoint is starting to show gaps on the CT side. It seems like Illuminar are getting good reads, that they're doing 2-1-2, that they're dropping a lot of utility towards B. Because Illuminar have put enough pressure there that I feel like Endpoint don't want to break from that. They don't want to leave that solo B player on the off chance he loses and doesn't get a kill, right? So I think the mind games are in full effect now, and I wonder if Endpoint are going to switch anything up, because the 2-1-2 setup has been giving a lot of leeway to the Illuminar boys towards A.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if first gun round here in OT, Crucial just goes towards B, posts up on lower. I think he went towards B a couple of times in the final half there of regulation, but it wasn't very consistent. And with how much success Illuminar are having on that side of the map, just finding that opening kill, I would love to just see an op be posted on that angle, try to take out Mouse, Mouse or Veggie, who both have been getting, I think, pretty aggressive at that spot. We'll see what kind of adjustment they make. Not sure exactly why this. Okay, one player is using the bathroom.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so hopefully he clears his bowels. Hopefully,
yeah, that's important.
Yeah, it's always a little bit it's a little disconcerting when you're kind of on the edge of your seat the whole time you're playing, just kind of wondering when will I be able to use the restroom? I'm not sure if any of these European players are fans of kombucha, but I'm sure that could help them out tremendously
Yeah.
if they are fans of beverages that taste like vinegar.
Or maybe they're fans of Mitch Jones, and that way they don't have to get up.
That reference I'm not catching.
You don't get that? Okay, well, he was a streamer that pees in bottles. It's a little bit of a reaching reference, Maui.
Oh, I see, I see.
Yeah, it's funny to me, but it's okay. It's all right. I'm you know,
Do you take after him for our casts?
I do not actually. Typically, I put in a safe word. So, for example, I commentated last week, and our safe word was cheese wheel. So I'd incorporate cheese wheel into a sentence, and that way I triggered my co-commentator to realize, oh, he's going to the bathroom. So typically, trigger words are kind of my way of allowing my commentator to know when I must get up and go to the bathroom. Yeah.
All right. Safe words with co-casters. I've used them in other contexts, but it's a good idea. Yeah. So
It works in a lot of facets of life.
yeah. So we'll see if Endpoint are we'll see if Endpoint are able to maybe call for a safe word here, as they hope to stop Illuminar from pressing on forward. I feel like Illuminar just being a little bit too aggressive for them, and Endpoint, they need to try to calm them down.
Well, this is different from Mighty Max. We haven't really seen too much pure ARAM progression from Endpoint. Attempted this time, and he just gets tagged through the wall from Snacks, I believe. So he's not a fan of that. Doesn't want another shot to come through. Down to 56 HP he will go. And it appears like Illuminar are setting up for the wall of smokes. This Molly will mess this up for now. They'll have to scramble. Innocent and Mouse tucked into the same corner, or that's Reese, excuse me. Very close. Hope they brush their teeth, as they are now going to set back up into an execute. But Surreal here with the secondary op. This is new. This is something we haven't seen. There's a Molly from Illuminar to force the rifle back in Robin. There's the wall of smokes with the Molly, and this is the fake we've seen from Illuminar, right? I believe it's the execute into a waiting and re-executing, but no, they are going to go on it. Surreal takes the bait hard, just swings wide, can't find the pick. Robin with his rifle gets spammed through the smoke by Veggie, and everything's going right from Illuminar now. All the while, Snacks is getting picks. Thomas can't really push forward and stop the plant. He's in no man's land. He's lucky if he escapes, and he won't. That execute from Illuminar, although it was hampered by utility and thought Surreal's op would be able to slow that, they just couldn't.
That was such a great call from Illuminar. I think they recognized that they would probably put an op at B. It's actually kind of what I thought would happen. I thought Crucial would go there, but it was in fact Surreal just going for the double op. And that's just the perfect counter. The best way to neutralize an op like that is to just throw, 3 smokes in his direction, a few flashes, make him very uncomfortable. And when you are pressured that hard with an op on the site, it's very tough to come up with anything. And Surreal, he comes up completely empty-handed. So, man, that is just the perfect read from Snacks, actually, to make that kind of call right then and there.
Seemingly reading that the op may be towards B, and if not, they still have a strong execute to run into. So Endpoint putting away the second op. Obviously, you can afford it. MR3 16K, but electing not to. Snacks, that was a freebie if he could connect. Just shy of Robin. It was funny enough pulling a Batman jumping down in there. Snacks is going to flash and re-aggress himself. Look for the pick. Another chance, but he just can't land the shot. He's going back for more, and they're just feeding Surreal. Maybe not one by one, but certainly making it all too easy for him. Snacks' ego perhaps getting the best of him, feeling pressured that he needs to get that pick. And the round may just fall around it. Reese can try to clutch. He's got 2. Until he gets 3, I won't get too excited.
Yeah, and that bomb is actually all the way in, I think, spawn or towards B. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, this is going to be very difficult for him here. Like you said, I think maybe Snacks just getting a little bit ahead of himself, and Surreal, great round from him. That's a good bounce back one. When you are just shut down on your own bomb site, the next best thing as opposed to holding it on the round when they actually exec on you, is just taking them out when they just try to get in position to do the very same thing. So good stuff for Surreal. Power to him on that. That's really what he probably needed to bounce back into this series, because he was not looking too hot until that point. And Endpoint here, I feel like we might just see a more typical round, a little bit of A-ramp control. Illuminar, though, not as interested as you would normally expect. A little bit of utility, but Snack's just going for the dry peek towards middle. He really actually likes this. He might just press and hold this angle, actually. He saw Thomas jiggling it out a lot earlier, and I think he's read this very well. Thomas will likely throw out a jiggle in just a second, but wow, the timing couldn't have been any worse, it seems like. And Snacks unscopes from the angle, pulls out a smoke, does pull his gun back out, but Thomas jiggles right in between that. That's such crazy timing.
Is Thomas going to get hard clear now? And as he goes up, gets caught jumping. Thomas maintains the spray. As Robin is going to be holding construction, here they come. Veggie needs a big double, and they will trade out. It just Snacks, and he hits a second shot. I'm so surprised he hit that. But the bomb's in CT. That player that pushed forward, the nade comes out of nowhere, will dunk on Snacks. A big clutch is on the plate for Mouse. Can he get it? Illuminar would love to get another T round. I don't think he'll clear construction. He'll get dinked up, but given a second chance at life as he'll jump up. But the nades are good. 2 nades kills in OT. I'd love to see it. Nice shots from Snacks. It's just unfortunate that maybe it didn't get communicated to that entry player who was trying to fight Thomas in CT, that the bomb was on his back.
Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate for Illuminar. Good stuff from Endpoint to bounce back there. It felt like Illuminar had a lot of momentum at that point. I think they won at least 4 rounds in a row. I think they came back from 12-15 deficit. Were even able to get the first round of OT, but Endpoint finally back on the board here. And it'll be up to Illuminar to try to win 3 if they want to end it in single overtime. Endpoint, on the other hand, they only have to win 2 here. 19 is the magic number for them. And Surreal will be contesting this B area. Fast little play from Endpoint, though, towards A. May give them some ground here. Veggie pushes on forward, checking behind these smokes, doesn't actually spot anything. And a lot of utility being exchanged at this ramp, but no significant damage just yet.
That deep molly can allow Veggie to feel confident to peek. 1 kill damage. Reeds will trade it out. Beautiful stuff. That's just textbook CT plays. And now they have the bomb. They're able to just continue to throw fire into lift room, as Crucial will look for more. Reeds maybe just want to back up. And honestly, I wouldn't hate Illuminar just giving this up. Concede. Force Endpoint to use utility to feel comfortable getting ramp control. Make them molly out sandbags. Ooh, and I don't know if I like Innocent being here. This is surely a one and done. He does get the smoke from a teammate. And now they have to really clear him out. If he can just buy time, 20, 30 seconds. Maybe trade out with Reeds. As the molly will come in towards short. Innocent biding his time. He knows his days are limited. Wait, but they don't know. They thought that smoke was just a bait from sight. It works beautifully. Innocent gets 2. Mouse will find him. Seemingly, I thought they would have... I guess it's 50-50, right? Did they throw that smoke as a fake? Is there a player there? But I feel like you almost have to clear it.
Yeah, that's one of the huge benefits of having another player throw that smoke for you, is that they aren't sure. Endpoint, they couldn't... they didn't have the manpower in order to clear that out cleanly, and Innocent is able to reap the benefits of that. He is having a very strong game right now. He's 25 and 22, but he also has 12 assists. This man's got a double-double right now, and see if he's able to continue that. Big round victory for Illuminar there, as they're able to just hide the scoreline. Now it's really in anyone's court to see who actually will be able to finish it off here. Nice opening pick from Crucial onto Mouse, and he's being allowed a lot of space because of that. Reeds here, lone B defender, will be crunched from multiple angles. That's such a nice smoke from him, though, and it allows him to focus on this mid position. Innocent and him will team up. Kind of a quick switch, though, from Innocent will cost him his life, but the spray is there for Reeds. I thought he was going to be able to pick up 2, but just the 1. It will be Veggie who picks up 2 of his own. And now, Crucial, still here at middle, is able to take down Snacks. Veggie will have to be coming up huge with a 4K, and Crucial spins around, finds the kill onto him, and Endpoint are putting themselves on map point.
That was so crazy. The brawl there. Veggie trying his best. His teammates just falling around him. He's the only one able to land the shots. And Endpoint go right into the double op on T side. I don't know if this is going to be beneficial. They did leave an AK in spawn. So perhaps Robin and Crucial. Whoever goes and works the pick, there's always the AK to go back for. A miss shot, I believe, was from Mouse with a second op. So both teams breaking out the double ops when it counts. A tag shot from Snacks. He's going to be upset when he watches his back that wasn't purely a kill. And a dink on Mighty Max. Illuminar getting some luck, finding some damage through the smoke. It's Reese's turn to spam, and he is going to help Snacks find that kill. Although Snacks sticks around too long, Veggie's here, and they're swinging, and they're cleaning house towards ramp. Surreal will grab the bomb, and may elect to just try to grab it up and look for a pick, but that's all Illuminar there.
Yeah, really nice hold from them at the ramp there. Now it's just up to Surreal and Robin to try to bring it back. They're pressing up forward at ramp right now. There's a player at Sandbags who gave them a little bit of trouble last time. This time I think it's Reetz that takes up the position as opposed to Innocent. Reetz, though, he has to put the smoke out himself. He doesn't have that teammate, so they do know about his position here. And those double nades going towards him will be able to take him out. Surreal, though, dinked up, only has 1 HP to work with. But he is working with an op, so that bodes just a little bit better for him than if he were to take a sustained rifle fight. But regardless of that, Innocent will be holding with that op, flicks on up, and is able to take him down. 1v3 situation for Robin. He'd love to close this out for his team right here, right now, but it looks like we will be heading to double overtime. He gives up his position with that grenade, and now Mouse is able to rotate on over. Robin trying to play off that smoke, and he'll be taken down by Veggie. We are headed to double OT.
Wow. Going the distance. Illuminar looking good on their CT sides. It seemed like Endpoint were really fighting tooth and nail for this. Crucial, hitting some big shots when they need them. A clutch against Veggie a couple rounds ago. And then all of a sudden, Illuminar starts stringing some rounds together. 3 on their CT side. Endpoint do work on their T side. And just unfortunate it's not enough, and another round is required. Illuminar, will they settle back into the double ops right away? They will. They liked how that felt. They enjoyed how it played. Endpoint, however, not fans of it here, Maui.
No, Endpoint had an opportunity right there. They were not able to capitalize. Crucial, though, given a big opportunity as he takes down Mouse, and they might just sprint on towards this B side. It looks like they will. Good flashes from Illuminar to stop that push in its tracks. And now Endpoint, they're rethinking this just a little bit. I think they still are favoring a contact play towards B off of Crucial's op. He takes a shot while blind, and it's a 2-2 setup for Illuminar at this point. There's a lot of control being taken. Innocent pushing on forward so aggressively. That was a very interesting little play from him there, but he will just push right on back. Snacks, though, he's spotting a player through the grates right there. It does a lot of damage to Robin, but a single point away from actually finding the kill.
So a flank from Mighty Max. Is this going to be expected? There's no way Innocent's ready for this at this point. He gets spotted. Mighty Max will just walk up. Gonna try to get 2 for this. He'll take the first. Can Snacks react in time? He's stuck at double stack. He legs him up again. Oh, Snacks is having no luck the last couple rounds of OT, Maui. From legging one player when the round they won to now double legging players here. He has made it winnable and doable for his squad. That's Surreal. Well, best Veggie, however, leaving just Reetz alone. As, well, you can't say Snacks' op is off. He's hitting the shots. It's just the mapper eating the bullets.
Yeah, if this were any different type of map, actually, I feel like he would be able to capitalize off of that. But with how close quarters Vertigo can be and how you really only get one opportunity frequently, it really is just so unfortunate that he's tagging these players through the walls, but he can't fall back into any kind of position where he can, you know, play off of a teammate, even bust out the pistol, or just, you know, take another shot. It's really just one and done for him at those positions. Endpoint able to pick up the first round of double OT because of that. Man, if those were kills instead, I mean, this round is completely different. It would probably have ended with a 2v2, and at this point, I can't even really imagine who would win those kinds of rounds. It feels like it's been so back and forth in these clutch situations. Maybe Illuminar coming out on top just slightly when we were talking about late round clutches, but it's really hard to decide. And early B control being feigned actually by Illuminar, it looks like. Nade comes down there, but Surreal just pushes on through that smoke. And now it'll be a boost to try to enable Crucial here. He's looking for the shot, but he is dinked up in return.
All the while, Illuminar have put 3 players towards A ramp. Flashing in towards lift room. Surreal trying to peer over this smoke. Hard to find a good smoke that covers all of the angles towards these stairs. Mouse is doing his best. Keep an eye on mid, because Snacks is starting to go wide. They want to pressure mid. They need some information. The rifle will push up. Mighty Max is tucked into a safe corner. Nade's being thrown towards B. Mighty Max finds Innocent on the push. Mouse is going to try to lock this down along Snacks. Another missed shot from the man. He is not having any luck. He will not find a single kill. All the teammates are falling, and it's Mouse alone. They know he's the B anchor. They'll just run it A. Endpoint are playing Illuminar like a fiddle right now.
Yeah, very good stuff from Endpoint there. Will be able to pick up their second round unless Mouse pulls off an absolute miracle. But with no util, 50 HP, I just don't see it being possible. Endpoint just running the circles around them, it feels like. As the second OT started, it feels like they just hit another gear. And just kind of unfortunate, though, for Snacks. I feel like he tagged another player through the side of the wall in this round. I'm not quite sure. He didn't find a kill. I know that, but I'm not sure if he found a wallbang there. That was it's really unfortunate, and this might just do it. Both of these teams in the first OT were able to pick up, I think, 2 on their CT side and brought it to the second OT. But now Endpoint have kind of broken the mold a little bit. They have found 2 in a row on the T side, they will be looking for a third. It'd be very nice if they're able to find that. Probably would secure this map in their favor. Mouse trying to keep himself alive. It's really of no consequence, though. With the MR3 16K, I'd still be able to buy just fine.
I'd say, though, they do need at least 1 CT round here, Maui, to just give them that comfort of knowing they don't need to get flawless, right? Definitely need the 1 round, I'd say. So, no pressure, but definitely pressure. That's a great flash. Enables Surreal just go to town. Reeds, is he going to be able to escape? Crucial's giving chase. The Oppa Snacks is here. Gets caught jumping. The nade will come flying in. An exchange of damage and lives towards the B site. All in the while, A ramp has become pressured by Mighty Max. Veggie's pushing for a kill. This would be huge, but Mighty Max crosshair placement will just best him. And Endpoint now can just glide up to the A site. Illuminar caught rotating. They have been pulled every which way for the last couple rounds. They don't even know what to do.
Yeah, this is setting up very nicely for Endpoint. They could just exec onto the site, and it looks like that is what they are opting for. Just a very standard exec with smokes in the back, it looks like. Molotov as well, but Innocent, he might be the wrench that Illuminar need. He's on the flank. He's so quick, actually, too. He should be able to at least pick up 1. Can't actually get the kill right away on Mighty Max, but he is able to take down Crucial. Mighty Max does find the trade, but it's a 2v3 situation with only a single smoke on Snacks. This will be such a difficult retake for him. And Reets, he's looking through the smoke. Robin might be picked off as this smoke fades. This fight is actually so massive. Snacks looking for something. The swing out from Reets is good, but the smoke is actually whiffed by Snacks. That is really going to hurt his chances here. He has to just press on forward looking for something, but the bomb and the time are not in his favor, and Endpoint will find 3 in a row there on the T side.
Yeah, it seemed like Endpoint just turned it on, right? They were just left, right, B, A, winning opening fights, trading out. Clean executes, making Illuminar run laps in their rotates and finding gaps in the setup. So that was all Endpoint in the second OT. They only need 1 CT round, a half that they're not afraid of, a side that they're comfortable on. Illuminar have had their problems on T side, but I believe it is a side they clutched up on to force OTs, so always a chance.
Yeah, definitely a chance, but it will be very tough. Any round where Endpoint just has a a solid lockdown of A ramp is probably going to do it. The run boost is being attempted by Illuminar. They need to pull every trick out of their bag. Mouse is pressing on forward, barely makes it over. I think Surreal hurt him though. That is a little bit unfortunate. He takes 41 points of damage and isn't even able to find a kill. Surreal is just able to back off of that very cleanly as well. And he knows that there's a player over there now. Easy shot for him. He knew exactly where Mouse was. He heard that drop. He heard that landing. If Mouse had made the full run boost, maybe he could have caught Surreal off guard. But Surreal, I mean, you can see it in his profile picture right now that he's just kind of upset. You really tried that on me? Not today.
Yeah, not happening against Surreal. The sound cue is just so loud. And now Illuminar are going to settle into that B execute or perhaps B fake. We've seen them run a couple times. All the while, Snack's going to try to cut rotates. But they're basically 3 members of Endpoint here. They'll trade mollies. One mid-site, one on top of the stairs. As Robin is going to have to help his boy out. Surreal, the flash comes in, the run boost to sight. Robin's blind, he'll go down. They know Surreal's here, but he's dancing, looking for more. He's going to get 3. Can he get the 4th? The player 90 is nervous. As Surreal and Thomas have this on lock, it's Snacks v3. His odds are not great, gets the 1st. Flicking every which way, and Surreal gets 4. Endpoint will take it in the OT number 2. Their map pick, their map, their